Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones. In the last episode, Eirika and her group finally made it to Serenes, where we discovered the Grado occupation force was currently cracking down on Renais citizens, and also chasing after a priestess of Grado named Natasha, who confirmed to us that the Emperor of Grado, Emperor Vigard, is not in his right mind anymore. He's become a completely different man. Not that we couldn't see that from his actions. This time, however, we'll be shifting gears entirely, so let's get right on into it. Chapter 5X, Unbroken Heart. What a pleasant surprise! It's Master Valter. What's the situation, Grado? You have captured Ephraim, haven't you? No, Prince Ephraim still fights in the lands north of Renvall. And why is that? What has happened to all those mercenaries you hired? They've proven to be less than adequate. Ephraim's clever. His band strikes quickly and then vanishes into the woods. We more than doubled his numbers, and yet he uses the terrain wisely to fight us. He has no army, just a small force of knights loyal to Renais. Prince Ephraim's reputation as a superb strategist would seem to be well earned. How interesting. The lad's beginning to whet my appetite. Grado, bring him to me as quickly as you can, will you? As you command. Just grant me an army and I'll bring him down swiftly. What sort of plan do you have? Master, I am your loyal adjutant, and you are my general. For you, my lord, I have many plans ready and waiting. Really? Well then, let me hear them. Very well. First, you and I will leave this fort and head north. Then, we will find Prince Ephraim in his leafy playpen. But he's not easily found, is he? Do not worry. At Prince Ephraim's side is a friend, shall we say. When the time is right, our friend will move on our behalf. Ford, how are we on supplies and equipment? It's not looking good. Our weapons are in bad shape, and we're running low on food. We can probably restock at a nearby village, but no, that's not an option. We're in enemy territory. I will not involve innocents if I can avoid it. Yeah, I knew you'd say that. I mean, it's because of stuff like that that we've stuck with you so far. But eventually, we do need to face reality. What are we going to do? Word of mouth has it that the invasion of Renais has progressed quite far. I've heard that the capital has fallen. So soon? Still, my father is in the capital, and he won't surrender easily. Ford, Kyle. Our mission here is to harry the troops, to distract their eye. Hopefully, we'll be able to give my father and Eirika time to escape. Kyle, have you heard anything from Orson? I sent him ahead to scout. No word yet, and it's about time he returned. Reporting in, Prince Ephraim. I can confirm Grado's presence at several points around our camp. Also, a large battalion of soldiers has been dispatched from Renvall. We shouldn't tarry here any longer than necessary. I see. Seems as though we've certainly caught Grado's eye this time. Shall we retreat back to the capital, Prince Ephraim? No, we press onward. We're going to capture Renvall. What? So this is Renvall, is it? Alright, let's go. Are you sure you're quite sane, Prince Ephraim? We've an entire army after us, and you want us to charge their strongholds? Ford, watch your tongue. This is our prince you're addressing. Kyle, please, it's alright. We've heard nothing from home. So what harm could a little reckless besieging cause? Prince Ephraim. Don't worry, I haven't lost all sense of self-preservation. Renvall holds an important place in Grado's national defense. If we can get the upper hand and take control of it, then Grado will waste many valuable soldiers trying to take it back. I hope our attack proves useful to my father and Eirika. I understand what you're saying, but can we do it with our current strength? Every soldier in this area is trying to find us. The enemy has us vastly outnumbered. Attacking the castle is a ridiculous idea. If the enemy thinks the same, then we may have our opening. You have a point. I'm sure Renvall won't expect us to attack with these numbers. Either way, we can't run forever, and we're running out of supplies. What have we got to lose? Shall we get ready to go? Yes. If we don't move quickly, we may never get another chance. Trust me, I don't pick fights I cannot win. Yes, sir. An attack by Ephraim's troops? To arms! Prince Ephraim circled around and brought the fight to us. If we capture the prince here, we can line our pockets with gold. Do you understand? We'll be rich! Orson. Yes? Your wounds still haven't healed from that last battle, have they? Don't push yourself. If we're defeated, you must return to Frelia. Understood? Understood. Let's go. Kyle, forward. And just like that, we have been introduced to our new retinue for this one chapter alone. As you can see, we're going to be having quite the fight for ourselves because this place is absolutely teeming with guards. Anyway, with that all taken care of, we're going to quickly go over each of our new units. So, first, here's Ephraim.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Ephraim. Crown Prince of Renais and the Second Lord of Sacred Stones. Compared to his sister, Eirika, Ephraim is a far stronger unit. His base stats are superb for his join time and are supported by some of the best growth rates in the game. While he is restricted to a single weapon type, he fares better than Eirika by being locked to lances, which have higher damage and more available ranged options. His only main weaknesses are that, like Eirika, his promotion is tied to the main story, and his availability. That said, he's still one of the best lords in the series. Promotion recommendation: you can choose to promote to his second class at the end of Chapter 16. I advise delaying promotion till he's reached level 20 as a lord.
And then, Ford.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Ford. An artistic knight of Renais. He fits the able archetype of the series, specializing in skill, resistance, and luck while having balanced speed. This unfortunately makes his stat spread pretty passive, making him the least of the three cavalier options in Sacred Stones. His stat spread causes him to be overshadowed by the bulk of his compatriot, Kyle, and the balanced build and greater speed of his younger brother, Franz. That said, he is still capable and has the well-balanced cavalier class, enabling him to be an effective filler unit. Promotion recommendation: Paladin. While Great Knight has higher stat caps, Ford's build is more in line with a Paladin.
Up next is Kyle.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Kyle. A chivalrous knight of Renais. He fits the Cain archetype of the series, focusing on HP, strength, and defense. Despite this focus, he still has decent speed and skill. His only main weaknesses are luck and resistance, but these are negligible given the versatility of his class and the strengths of his specialized stats. He does face a little competition from Franz, who has had a greater degree of availability, but Kyle is a great addition to any army. Promotion recommendation: Paladin provides a greater range of movement which can be useful, but his stats and growths are built toward the Great Knight. That said, with either class he will be powerful.
And last but not least, Orson.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Orson. A critical error has occurred. Character Codex data corrupted. Retrieving all salvageable Codex information. A knight of Renais and devoted husband. Decent base stats for a pre-promoted paladin, Comparable to Seth. Character analysis, data not found. Unit viability, data not found. Campaign availability, data not found.
Well, that was a bit odd. Wonder if Ori's okay. In any case, as you can clearly see from this map, we have a lot of enemies to fight and very few weapons to use. So we're going to have to be playing a bit smart. This can't just leave it all up to Ephraim to take care of all this. So we're just going to actually have Orson trade over his steel lance and silver sword to Ephraim, even though he can't really use this, even though he can't use the silver sword. And we'll actually begin this by having Ephraim attack this soldier right here. We're gonna have to make use of everybody we can as we move forward. So let's just have Kyle go here, and I think I'll have Ford go right here and use the jab. No. Let's have him go here and use the javelin. Something that can't fight back. So yeah, it's just going to be our small elite team trying to make our way through this as best we can. And that is really not good, Ephraim. You need to dodge a bit better than that. Well, let's actually trade over that vulnerary. I won't be keeping that elixir on Orson for very long, and we'll eventually see why, but for now, I'm just going to leave him as is. And we'll have... You know what, let's just have Ephraim attack this bowman. Okay, first level up for Ephraim. Pretty poor level up. I hope that changes. Okay, let's have Ford attack again with the javelin. Okay, let's actually attack with the steel lance. And Kyle's good. We'll have Ford trade over that door key and open the door. And we'll just have him stay right here. And have Ephraim go onto this pillar to gain a bit of an avoid boost. And heal with that vulnerary. And we'll just leave Orson where he is for right now. Of course, Ford's missing. Come on. Okay, no, that's bad. Need to do better than that, Ford. Of course, you're not going to be able to do anything with that, so let's get you out of there. It's the vulnerary. Okay, we're going to have to be just a bit careful with this. I'm just going to leave you right there. Let's have Kyle attack this axe fighter. And we'll just leave Orson again where he is. So yeah, it's a bit more complicated this time, having to plan my strategy around how to take as little damage as possible with our limited supplies, because we don't have a healer with us, and we have a limited amount of vulneraries and elixirs with us. So it's going to be a bit tricky. Luckily, Kyle seems to be doing pretty well, at least for right now. Solid level up. Or no, not a solid level up, just a level up. Okay. Let's actually equip our... Well, we have our steel sword equipped, so let's just have Orson actually move there, and we'll have Ephraim try and do some of the fighting down here. Because I want Ephraim to get the most experience in this chapter. He's going to be majorly important going forward, and him leveling up a good amount before a certain point will be crucial. Okay, we're going to get another elixir from that chest, which is good. And let's actually trade with Ford for that chest key. And open the chest. Get a killer lance, which is also very good. And then we'll actually have Orson go around and draw their fire. Okay, good, you finally dodged, Ephraim. Okay, now that that's taken care of, let's just have Ford and Kyle come out this way. I forget who actually had the... you have the killer lance, so I'll give you the silver sword, not that I expect you to be using it anytime soon. We'll use the vulnerary, probably being a little fast and loose with healing, but if I can just manage to make them not... Okay, well that was a fool's errand. Okay, level up for Ephraim, let's see what we get. Okay, much better, much better. Strength and speed plus some HP. That is more in line with what I expect from him. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have Kyle actually trade over that javelin. And you know what? I'll keep the killer lance for right now. I'll have Ephraim use the javelin to try and attack this guy. Yep, good. And have Kyle go on ahead. I will just say this as somebody who's played this game before. The only one you need to worry about possibly dying in this chapter is Ephraim, because that'll be an automatic game over. But if you lose anyone else in this chapter, do not worry about it. It'll be... This chapter is special, to say the least. Anyway, we're just gonna quickly... move Kyle around here to attack this guy. I'll have Ford block him in over this way. And have Orson blocking him that way, so now he has to go a long way around. Okay, Ford's not doing too well, but easily manage. Let's use that steel lance to finally finish off this cavalier. Will bait those guys into wasting their attacks on Orson while we quickly have Ford attack this archer and have Kyle prepare with his steel lance in case that knight doesn't take the bait, which he did. Okay. Okay. And we'll just have to go about this a bit carefully. Just have Kyle attack with this steel lance. Yeah, soldiers are pretty worthless as units. They get better in later games when they actually become usable classes, but in the GBA games, they're never usable, and they're honestly kind of bad. Okay, that was bad, but I think I can't come back from. Okay, thank goodness that I have Orson, and yeah, Ephraim comes with his own personal weapon, the Regenlaith. It's honestly one of the best personal weapons in the game, and cuts through knights and cavaliers like a hot knife through butter. I'm gonna try and spare using it as much as I can. Though in some instances I might have to rely on it. Okay, another level up. Not as good, but decent. Okay. I used the last of Ford's Vulnerary. I'm gonna trade that Javelin over to Ford. Trade the Vulnerary and attack that Cavalier just so that he doesn't get too much. You could use Orson to fight, but I personally don't like doing so. I find him better as a meat shield than anything else, but to each their own, I suppose. Okay. Gonna have you go that way. Let's see. Yeah, you can't do much damage, but this way we can actually get everyone to fight. Just have you go that way. And what are you actually equipped with? Iron sword, so just you don't have. And we'll give Ephraim the Killer Lance just in case, now that he actually has the weapon rank to use it from me using him so much in this chapter. Okay, that's good. Have you trade over that Javelin. And have both of the Cavaliers go over this way. While Ephraim will go this way with Orson to take out this soldier. Almost to level 8. We'll just leave Orson like that for right now. And we'll have Ephraim go this way. Keep that Javelin equipped and use the Vulnerary that he got from Kyle, I believe. Yeah. And this is going to leave him open to magic attacks from... or not. Okay, at least from that guy, but should be able to deal with that. And get another level up. Come on, something good. Decent. Okay, what is your damage looking like? Alright, but not great. You know what? Yeah, just use the Vulnerary again. Use another one on Kyle. Do wish I had another javelin, but right now we're pretty much working with what we have. Thankfully, Kyle and Ephraim seem to be able to handle just about anything that these guys can throw at us. So let's just put a small bit of chip on this, or hopefully take out this monk. Yep. Good. Just move ever so slightly forward. Probably being a bit maddeningly cautious, but need to just be careful with what we have to work with. Please hit. Thank you. Now hopefully we can draw some fire. Equip the iron sword. We'll just keep forward waiting for a bit. That is a little bad, but not anything that we can't come back from. Yeah, weapon triangle is basically your friend throughout this entire thing. Okay. Now then, let's have Ephraim go over here and actually use the steel lance. We'll have Orson wait over here. We'll actually have Kyle come down a bit and actually have I'll attack this soldier. And now, hopefully, he'll just be able to dodge at least one or two attacks. Ephraim's doing a pretty good job. Okay, another level up for Ephraim. Come on. Decent. Okay. And now a level up for Kyle. So yeah, it's been pretty simple, but having to manage inventory like this because we don't have any supplies waiting in the back. We don't have any other units that we can rely on right now. It's a bit troublesome. Let's see. Do we have a better... No, we do not have a better hit rate. Well, actually, is your regular... You know what? Just because I fear getting possibly criticaled by that, I'm gonna have you quickly take care of this archer. We'll have Orson block off this archer. And just in case, we'll wait right there. And we got one more vulnerary. Both of these guys have an iron lance, so let's just find the sweet spot that this shaman can't get to, which would be right in the middle. We'll equip the steel lance and use the last of that vulnerary. We'll also move forward over. Can't heal him, but oh well. And we'll have Orson just move back over this way to draw that archer back out this way. Okay. Well, that was hoping to actually have them both attack Ephraim, but whatever. Okay, and Ford gets a level up. I don't really care about Ford. He's honestly the most mediocre of the Cavaliers, in my opinion. Well, since we have the time, let's actually have Orson go back over this way, trade over that elixir to Ephraim, and actually have him continue to bait that archer, while we just keep our Cavaliers where they are for right now. Probably taking a lot longer than necessary, but oh well. Okay. Let's go with another Steel Lance attack. Thankfully he hit both. Got an elixir, so that's very good. And ooh, I did not plan for this. Okay, this, as much as this hurts, I'm going to throw away this javelin. It does mean that we have no more ranged attacking options on our team, but we kinda need to just use what we have now. Let's have Ford actually use that elixir. Bit of a waste, but need them all healthy if we're going to be able to get through this. And we'll use an elixir on Ephraim. Again, probably a bit of a waste, but oh well. And let's just block in this shaman so that he can't possibly attack anything. And he's choosing death, okay. Well, that's his prerogative. Okay, bad level up for Kyle. Luckily I didn't plan on really making use of Kyle, so now we can just kind of take this as we go. So we're just going to have the boss waste his time on Orson. Do you truly think you can take us with those numbers? Clearly you haven't been paying attention, my guy. Imbecile. You'll learn the error of your ways. Yeah, you didn't even touch Orson. Okay, well, as fun as this has been, I'm gonna actually use the Killer Lance now, because you have a pretty bad hit rate, and I had a feeling we'd get a critical. Look, Lord Grado, it can't be. Were we merely pawns? And just like that, another level up for Ephraim. Level 10 already. And that was a very bad level up, but at least it was skill. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to be seizing the throne, but first, I'm just going to give you a warning. Make sure that you remove all of Orson's weapons and items before you seize the throne. This is the... I won't say why, but it should be fairly obvious from certain clues that have been given ahead of time. Anyway, we secured the entire castle. You were brilliant, Prince Ephraim. What a plan. What a battle. I estimate at least half of the enemy troops are in the field. We took the castle, but we don't have the manpower to hold it in a siege. There's no point in lingering here. Let's continue on to Grado Keep. Prince Ephraim, things have taken a turn for the worse. I took a look around the castle perimeter. We're surrounded. What? Grado sent reinforcements so quickly? What should we do? We must escape. Unfortunately, we are surrounded. So you've captured Renvall, have you? With such a small force. Impressive. You've earned your reputation, I must say. I quite admire your work. Take it you're the leader of this pack, the misguided Prince Ephraim. I am. I'm General Valter, the Moonstone of Grado's Imperial Army. Catching up to you has caused me no small amount of trouble. We've reduced your wretched home of Renais to ruin, and yet you and your little band of bravos continue to be a thorn in our side. But that all ends here. We'll see. You claim you've taken the capital of Renais. Tell me, how did you know I would attack Renvall? Haha, patience. You'll have your answers soon enough. Now be good, lads, and drop your weapons, will you? Prince Ephraim, let us attack! Listen to me, Ephraim. You're a smart man. You know it's futile to fight me. You cannot win. You cannot escape. Accept the reality of your situation and surrender to me. Surrender? That's right. If you do, I'll let you live. I'll hold your life in the palm of my hand. Do not test my good humor. Now come over here, bend your knee and beg for your life. Show me how Renais dogs grovel. I think not. What? You said your name was Valter, didn't you? Well, I'm sorry, Valter, but I don't have time to waste playing games with you. So, we're going to knock you louts about a bit and then make our way out of here. Fool, have you gone mad? Do you truly believe you can fight your way past my wyvern knights? Watch and see. I don't pick fights I can't win. Kyle, Ford, are you ready? My life has been yours since the moment I took my chivalric vows. It's moments like these that keep me by your side, my prince. What idiotic wretches you are. Prepare yourselves to be destroyed utterly. We break to the east. Go! And just like that, the chapter is over. We see that Ephraim is quite the powerful fighter, but he's probably a little bit cracked in the head, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, I think I will be ending things off here. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.